I want to eat something. I don't want to put it in my trash. Hey, nah.
Action.
What's going on, guys? How they say it on? How the kids say it on YouTube? Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hi guys. We're back.
Guys. This is my YouTube.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another pretty exclusive podcast. I'm Riz.
True.
I'm Ross. And this is episode 22.
22.
It's a 22.
Pew pew.
Episode 22.
This is episode 22. And we got a special guest today.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for this episode actually because me and Trill be talking about conspiracies.
Yes.
So we got somebody who understands and somebody we can possibly debate with. We'll see who be debating because she don't really be feeling that. So she probably will be against us, but it's going to get interesting. So we got that.
I want people to comment if they believe in conspiracies or not. Because a lot of people are like, sleep.
Naive to the fact.
Yeah.
It's like they really know what's going on, but they don't want to
admit it.
Yeah, they don't want to believe it. Like, you can't tell me in 2022 with all this shit going on that you don't believe shit. Like, you don't believe nothing.
And you just think everything that the government telling you is
real.
I'm not one of those people. Like, that's you think
so
I'm
what,
like that?
So what
How
are
do
you
you
then?
feel about
right.
it?
What
Do you
are
feel
you
like
then?
it's a bunch of gibberish?
But what is it? Like, you believe in some of them, not all of them?
Some of them. Majority of them. But, I mean, I'm not going to say some of them I don't believe in. Some of them I just...
You believe the earth is round or flat?
I believe that the earth is flat and we're really not in a spinning rotation.
Okay. All right. Do you
So
believe
you
there...
believe we in the firmament?
Don't they have to do this today? Cause they
Yes.
I mean, because we are.
I hate when we talk about all of this.
Have y'all ever seen...
Because they will go back and forth, back
Hunger
and forth,
Games.
back and forth.
Hunger
all
Games.
day.
Hunger
They gonna talk
Games.
about-
We're in
Go
Hunger
ahead.
Games. You ever seen... You've never seen
I've
Hunger
never
Games.
seen Hunger Games.
Well, for people who've seen Hunger Games, I feel like this is a big Hunger Game. They control everything.
Yeah.
And we have to play their game.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe that.
And only the strong survive. So, do you believe mermaids?
We already talked about this.
Do you?
But, do you believe
Yes,
in that?
yes, I do. Do y'all?
Yeah.
Do you believe aliens
Do
are
you?
underwater? Of course. Where did the concept come
I believe that
from?
aliens are walking around all day, every day. I don't believe they just underwater. I think they are.
Oh, so
walking
it
around.
sounds like you're on our side.
I mean, I don't know y'all side.
Based on that assessment?
Let me just say assessment.
Based on that
The Earth
assessment I just gave, we just
Yeah.
gave.
Yeah.
It sounds
We don't
like
want no of you with us or against
you
us.
are
Let
on
me
our
tell you
side.
something. First of all, they talk about this all day, and just because I don't say nothing, they like, oh, she's not against it. No, I really don't care.
You
don't
don't care.
I mean, just what y'all talk about, like, are mermaids real? Okay.
No, we talk about things much deeper than mermaids. These
But
are just
lately
questions
I've been
of
hearing mermaids, UFOs,
That's
UFOs
what's
is
going
real
on.
shit.
aliens. and
Yes,
stuff.
Real
what's going
shit.
on.
I'm just like, okay, whatever.
So you gonna be one of them people that when they pop out like the aliens are real, this is what they look like, you just gonna be in shock?
No, I'm gonna be like, I'm a people person.
They not people.
They gonna, we probably the same.
I heard it's
Yeah,
good and
probably
bad
the same.
reptilians. Did you see that lady whose hand twisted with the wine glass on TikTok? She picked up her wine glass to drink and it was like this.
Why she can't just be flexible?
No, it was weird. It was like
But I have
It was
seen
bad.
like the videos of the Queen Elizabeth with her
eyes.
eyes shape shifting and stuff. You don't believe you don't believe that.
I mean, I seen it, but I mean,
do you believe
Yeah,
half
they
of the
know well.
videos on TikTok are like edited?
on TikTok.
Like when you see shit on TikTok,
Yeah, like the
with
shape-shifting and
aliens
stuff.
and shape shifting.
Yeah.
Do you believe it's edited or do you believe it's real?
Some of it is edited. Some of it, I mean, you might catch it at that moment.
Excuse that cough.
Yeah, excuse me. I mean,
This
like
is
that.
America. You cannot cough no more.
Man.
So you know what I love to debate y'all about. Y'all vote. I know y'all
I
vote.
do it for my mom.
I only do it because if I don't
Yeah, I
vote,
do
my
it for
mom,
my
did you go
mom.
vote? Did
You
go
know
vote?
what? For
Let me see
the past
Y'all
few years,
grown-ass
I've been.
women.
Oh, I got something for her next time.
Because I
Oh,
voted for
baby, I
grown-ass
got
women.
something for
I do
her.
it for my mom.
And
I
that
got
was the worst
something
thing
for
I
her
could've-
next
Because I
time.
was not gonna vote.
I'm only. Let me tell you, some people go. You know what? I'm gonna keep it to myself.
No,
But I'm
this
gonna
what
tell
we
you
here
like
for.
this. I'm not going with her this no more. This is where I break the. This is where I break the cord. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
What were you about to say?
Only way I'm gonna vote again if Trump runs. Only way. Only way I'm gonna vote again. If he doesn't run, I'm not gonna vote.
I'm sorry. Like, we got more money when Trump was in office.
Every black person knows what's up. That's why
Yeah.
them white people who was against, like with him in the beginning, quickly switched up when they seen when he got in office, he was doing more for us.
Yeah. I
But-
like Trump shit.
That's the only
I
way.
don't vote at
Any
all.
other that I'm not gonna. But you know what? I'm lying. I'm gonna still vote. I'm gonna vote because it make me feel. I feel bad if I don't vote. I promise you.
Why though?
I don't fucking know because I was raised to vote. You know.
That's like saying you was raised to go to church. Your ass don't go
All
to
I'm
church.
saying is I'm not going for her candidate. Like I'm not gonna let her pick
It
who
don't
I
matter who
vote
you go
for.
for. They gonna pick who they want to pick anyway.
Well, I don't care. Just let me feel good. I don't care what the bum on the corner that's asking for the money or bum on the corner, whatever. A person, I shouldn't even say bum. The person on the corner is gonna do with the money that I'm giving them, but it makes me feel better. So,
But you don't know why it make you feel better.
I'm fucking going. Yeah, I'm going. Every time it's something that my mom says it's important, we gotta vote. I'm gonna go. But I'm not gonna go for who she tells me to go if I'm not comfortable with it because I didn't want to vote for the person I voted for. She forced me to do it. She put so much pressure on me. And then after I voted, I told her I voted for the opposite person. And she was so heartbroken. I was like, well, I was playing. She was heartbroken about it. So yeah, I am gonna still vote.
Ross, you going to vote?
Bro,
Yeah,
that's
like-
what the noise was. Your phone was on that speaker. I kept hearing this noise and it was getting on my nerves. It was like a fly buzzing. Y'all ain't hear it?
No.
But it was her phone because she was looking for it.
Maybe it's because you're high.
No, really. Like I'm on the side. It was blowing my right ear.
So you didn't hear anything we said?
Right.
I
Like,
heard something about you don't vote. I mean, you vote. You went with your mom and something about church and you said you went to church growing up, but you don't go to church.
What?
That's what she said.
No.
You did say that because she said
I didn't
she
say
voted-
anything about
True
church.
said
I did.
church.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I ain't tripping.
well, I missed that.
no, I said you
right
said you
beside
go
her.
vote because you were raised to do it, but you was raised to go to church. Your ass don't go to church.
I wasn't raised to go to church. My mom didn't like
So
church.
you ain't heard that, right?
She didn't care for church.
Yeah.
But she tried to do it every once in a while, but it didn't last 2 Sundays. We never went 2 Sundays. She couldn't take it. So no, I wasn't raised in church. I didn't have to go.
Yeah.
She didn't want to go.
We didn't have to
Yeah.
go to church either.
My mom was not with that shit.
Well, what was my question?
Are you going to vote the next election?
Depends on who's running.
So y'all think y'all vote count?
I don't care.
I don't give a fuck. One time I felt like it
Yeah.
did when
I don't care.
I felt. Well, Obama.
I honestly don't care if
I
it
felt
counts
like
or
my
not.
vote counted then.
It's just like a whatever. I just got to do it to make myself feel
Yeah,
good.
my mom. Like,
Because my mom
let
would
me
be
get the
pissed.
sticker. Go ahead, give
Yeah.
me the sticker.
And then I do feel good when I vote. So I will hope it counts.
So y'all want participation trophies? Okay.
Yeah. Give me something. I'm a good citizen.
One year they might say everybody that voted get $1 million.
I want to give up citizenship.
They don't even know if you voted. They don't keep track of that shit.
Would y'all give up citizenship here?
Yeah, hell yeah.
For what country?
Switzerland.
Switzerland is mine too. Switzerland is mine.
I'm definitely.
I'm going there and find Tina fucking ass and I'm gonna build some shit by her. It's nice.
definitely
it's
going to
nice.
Switzerland.
Never really heard shit about Switzerland.
This
They
shit
have
is
the
nice.
lowest,
Yeah.
like no crime,
Crime
no
rate
nothing.
and everything.
Yeah.
We tried to come over there. They ain't gonna let
Free
us.
daycare, free school, free health care. I'm carrying my ass.
It
to
got to be
Switzerland.
some bullshit over there. It got to be something wrong with. They got to have a flaw. They got to have a flaw.
Mm.
I don't know.
The weather looks
I'm willing
so
to go
cold.
see.
I'd probably be pale as a bitch. I pass for white. If they, I heard they love black people though.
I heard a lot of other countries love black people.
I just thought about what was going viral on social media. media today.
Oh my
What
God.
made you think about that?
I just wanted to laugh, and I just thought about it.
All right, so what y'all want to talk about next? Because conspiracy theories and all of that.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
that's
what
what
this
it's
whole
about.
episode
That's
is
what this whole
about.
episode gonna be about.
Yes.
No sex in
I
the
thought we were
champagne
talking
room
about,
today.
Right.
Nothing sexual.
Speaking of that, you seen a guy attack Dave Chappelle again?
I ain't
What
see
is
it.
that?
Again.
You ain't see it?
Mm-mm.
You ain't see
This
it.
guy,
They stumped him.
Yeah,
They
but-
stomped him. Where was his security?
Trill did my
No, his
nails.
security did stomp him. Dave Chappelle's security stomped the guy, but he was
Oh,
already on
oh.
stage. He already took him down.
Oh.
That was a
He got
mess.
in the show with a gun and a knife.
He was on 23,
Was it a
but they
conspiracy?
said
Was
it
it
was
a
fake.
conspiracy?
It was a conspiracy.
Go
It
ahead.
definitely was.
Y'all think it's a humiliation ritual?
Something. They always trying to humiliate him. They tried to.
I don't know because
They
it's like
already
he
went through
act
his
like he
stuff.
be against it though. Like when he turned down Netflix and all that stuff. So I can't.
Yeah,
really
he
say.
does be against it. That's what I'm saying. They already tried to come at him numerous times. I think he already done. Dave Chappelle been through some shit with the government. With
Illuminati.
yes,
I mean, you might as well say it. That's what we talking about.
I mean shit. My life is expensive. I don't want nobody at my door tomorrow.
Not gonna, excuse me, on Pretty Exclusive Podcast.
I'm
you
saying
said-
what?
you
That
said-
was a
Uh-huh.
Beyonce clone.
Right.
So do y'all believe they cloning entertainers?
Yes.
I know you do.
100%.
I know y'all gonna say, "Oh, Gucci Man is a clone."
Yes.
Go ahead, Gucci Man is a clone. I don't
Yes,
think
he
so.
is.
It was a rapper that admitted that
They wanted him to be.
yeah,
Gucci
and
Man.
he looked just like him. Oh my God. So I mean, I don't know. I ain't gonna take it as far as saying like they cloning Kodak Black or something like that. I mean, I don't know.
So you think Gucci is a clone?
I don't know. I just know the rapper said that they approached him to do the shit. So I don't fucking know. I don't. Me personally, I don't feel like they would waste their time with Gucci Man. Like why? But I don't know.
Guess is here.
Hi.
Hi. Might as well go. Yeah. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hey. Good.
Good.
I'm gonna let you slide in, but let me slide out real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry.
She'll sit on the edge today.
Yeah, you can sit in my spot.
You're gonna take over her spot.
I had to get you gold tequila.
Yeah, for sure. That. I
It's right
appreciate
there.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's your cup right there.
it. Oh, y'all drink clear?
Yes.
I would have drunk clear.
Oh, cause
That is not what
let me
you
tell you,
said.
But
That,
no, that's not what I said. But I mean, you feel me? You ain't have to double up. I pay for this bottle.
oh,
That's your cup right there.
listen,
You want Red Bull or something?
Yeah, so.
that shit gets you fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's organic though.
Anything
It's organic, though.
gold or whatever the hell they call that shit is a no for me.
I'm a sip like mine. I ain't get to really get too much to eat, man.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I
Lord.
had a crazy day.
Oh,
Not
was
crazy
it
in a
crazy in a
bad
good way?
Yeah. It's just that when I come in town, a lot of people who need me, so I be busy.
Yeah.
That's all.
So introduce yourself.
Oh shit, we live?
Yeah.
Damn, I thought this shit started at 9.
For real.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
Oh,
Well,
you got fix the microphone so that make it comfortable for you.
you can hear me good? Alright, bet.
All right, there you go. Tell them who you are.
I'm Yahmassiach, Israel. You know, everybody know me by Trey from back in the day, if you know me from back in the day. But I changed my name, changed my status, and I'm a new man moving in purpose.
So what you
That's
change?
good.
So when you say you change your status, like, what you change it to? From what to what?
From, I guess, black citizen to an American state national.
And what does that mean?
Well, I'm going to give a little background before I get into that, right?
Let's do that.
Because I think that the biggest problem in the so-called black community is that we are black. The term black itself. You know what I mean? If you was to Google the term black, it would come up with some of the harshest definitions for us, right? So, y'all mind we Google it right now? Can we go over
No,
that?
go ahead.
We doing it on your phone?
Oh, my
I think
phone
so-
up there.
All right, it's cool. But I think it's important for people to understand and see this.
Well, shit,
Right.
where the hell mine's at?
I don't know.
Damn.
So I'm gonna just put in define black. All right, so let's see.
Say it in the microphone. Speak it in the microphone.
All right, so I'm gonna just scroll down. Let's get to the first link we can click, which is the MerriamWebster definition. And the MerriamWebster been out since 1828, so they utilize this a lot for terms, right? So it says, first off, having very dark color of the night, eyes or pupils. Then we say black is relating to a various population groups, especially African ancestry. Then B of that is related to black people, or often, especially African American people, then dressed in black. So we know that they're talking about us, people, black people in America specifically, right? So then they go into characteristics of those people. Dirty, soiled, characterized by absence of light, reflecting or transmitting no light, wicked, evil, sinister, condemnation, discredit, heavy, serious, invoking the supernatural, especially the devil, very sad, gloomy, calamitous. You know what I mean? So they say that it's us, and then they say that our characteristics are these negative terms, right?
Right.
So when you write something down, or you say something, they call it spelling, right? So you casting spells, which create our manifestations, right? So the way that things manifest in this realm is through like 1 dimension, 2 dimension, and 3 dimension. You get 3-dimensional physical manifestation, right? But in the first dimension, that's your thought. So your thought creates what you say and what you write, the spells you cast, right? So that's the second dimension. And in the third dimension, we have our manifestations, right? So if we are terming ourselves as the term black, then we're terming ourselves with the terms that come with that definition, right? Then if you even look into law, in law, to be black is to be dead in the eyes of the law. So police is killing black people because by definition we dead in the eyes of the law, right? So once I realized that years ago, I went through a series of steps to gain nationality because I would see that the Asians, the Caucasians, the Nigerians, the Hispanics, everybody has a nationality they tied to, and they are in a social, economical status that's higher than ours, right? So I looked at that as the reason, the thing that if I wanted to be king out here, represent myself in the highest fashion, I had to get a nationality, right? So I went through a series of processes, which were tied to spirituality and religion, you know what I'm saying, as well. You know what I mean? Study being a Moor, being a Muslim, being a Hebrew, all these different things. And then I realized that all of those things divide us. People say, oh, I'm this or I'm that, and we don't really have a commonality.
Right.
So now as a state national, I realize that my nationality is a Virginian because I'm from Virginia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a Virginian and I'm American. That's my true nationality. If
Right.
you're from New York, you'll be a New Yorker. If
Right.
you're from California, you'll be a Californian, right? So these is all sovereign, separate states, right? So these sovereign states came together to create the United States, right? So me being born of the state of Virginia, I have all of the things that the Constitution grants me, right? So when we fill out, everybody here got a birth certificate and a social, right? Right, and y'all feel like that makes y'all what? The fact that y'all have those things here in the United States, that makes you what?
A
A citizen.
A citizen, right? But actually, you having that birth certificate and Social Security means that you were born in the territory of the United States, but a citizenship is a choice. So if you have a birth certificate and you have a social, then when you get your driver's license, when you get your passport, when you fill out a job application, anything like that, why do they ask you if you're a citizen or not? Every application they ask you, when if you get a passport, you have to come with your birth certificate, so you know that I was born here, right? So that question is always there because most people say yes, but we as state nationals say no, and that's the first step of changing your status through the passport application, because the passport is the highest form of identification in the United States of America, right? If something else I can show you guys, when you sign the passport application, they say that the first sentence under your signature, which you're declaring, you're making a declaration that you are either a U.S. citizen or a non-citizen, non-citizen national of the United States of America. You know what I mean? So that's right there in the passport itself. You feel me? So there's nothing to fill out in the application, it says that I am a state national, but if you fill it out as a state national by checking that you're not a U.S. citizen and doing a series of other things that's in a package that I have available for people, then you can change your status, and then now that puts you on the do not detain list, and you are now under constitutionality. Because right now we under statute law that's created by Congress, right? And they could tell you like how fast you can drive, you know, what your drinking limit could be, you know, how you have to pay taxes, all these different things. But with constitutionality, it's all about having an injured party. So we have the God-given right to do anything that we want to do, as long as we don't rob, steal, kill, rape, you know what I mean, or drive without insurance. You hit somebody, they injured, and then now you can't pay their medical bills. Right. But anything other than that, you can get money how you want to get it. You know what I mean? Do any kind of transactions, contracts with any type of people, corporations that you want to do. You know what I mean? As long as you're not harming anybody, the police, the government can't get involved in your business. You know what I mean? So I've done that for myself. And I've done that for probably about 500 people so far. You know what I'm saying? Gone through that process as well. You know what I mean? And now, you know, we get pulled over. You know, you just give them your passport card, and on their computer screen, the only thing that comes up is your name and do not detain. So I got multiple stories of things I've been through to prove that theory. We can go through that as well.
Yeah, I wanted to get to that because that's what I was most interested in.
Let me ask you something before you go. Your package, because I know you say your package that you have, because people may not know, you know, what is included in your package and where they can find it, or even how they can, you know, how is it going to benefit them. So maybe you want to tell people how they can find it, or just reach out to you.
Yeah, I mean, you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's my name, Yahmassiach, which is YahMassiach. Also, I got a website, steppersonly.com. You can get that, the download there. And what's your other question?
So that's where they can get the package?
That's where you can get it, and you said something else.
How can the package benefit them?
Oh, how can it benefit them? In the package, it goes through all the case law, you know what I mean, that breaks down what I'm talking about, the law, you know what I mean? It's multiple laws from Supreme Court rulings and on that break down how and why we have this position. And when you go through the law, it kind of, you go from, you know, believing in it then to actually knowing why and how to move within it. You know what I mean?
So can you give us some of your stories about like what personally happened with the police?
All right, so I smoked a blunt in the Nashville, Tennessee airport. All right, so for some reason, man, I guess because we got small airports in Virginia, but no matter where you're coming from, you gotta get a layover. Right, so I was coming from California, and I had a layover in Nashville, Tennessee. And at that time, I had like a pinched nerve in my back. You know what I mean? So my shit was always hurting. I mean, you know, we really do help you with pain and shit like that. You feel me? But like, I swear, yo, I felt like God told me to roll this blunt. No bullshit. Cause I
In
wouldn't
the airport?
Yes, I normally wouldn't do it. You feel what I'm saying? But I just felt like I had to do it. Like my back was hurting. I was irritated, but still it's not enough of a reason to roll no blunt. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like real driven that time. You feel me? So I got my bag. You feel me? Pulled my rolling tray out. Got the bud out. I mean, it was really like open with it, right in the middle of, you know what I'm saying, the seating area in front of United Airlines or whatever. So everybody's looking at me like, what the fuck, this nigga really doing this shit? So I'm rolling it up, and little did I know that the police was already on their way down. When they seen, they be really on them cameras. You know what I mean? So when they seen me pull the weed out my bag and start rolling the blunt, they started walking from wherever they was towards my direction. So I rolled the blunt. I grabbed my lighter, and the lady was like, sir, if you spark that blunt right there, I'm telling you, you're not gonna get on this plane. You know what I mean? So I went to the bathroom. And then my dumb ass didn't even think that the police was gonna be outside the door. I don't know why. So I wasn't prepared, because if I was, I'd have recorded the whole thing. Now I did record after this transaction. I'll show you that in the video where I got witnesses saying that, yeah, the shit did happen right in front of my eyes or whatever, but I wish I would have been walking at the bathroom with that shit, you feel me? So I pretty much smoked it till about this same amount right here, threw that shit in the trash can, in the toilet, flushed it. I come out the door, and it's 3 police in riot gear, like on some helmets, automatic weapons, fully bulletproof armor and shit. So that shit kind of threw me back. I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are here for little old me. And like, yeah, sir, we just seen you, they didn't say roll a blunt, but you know, bring out marijuana right here in the airport. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got a medical ID card or whatever. They're like, still that Nashville, Tennessee is one of the 6 states that's fully illegal. It's only 6 states in the U.S. and we one of them. Now, mind you, on my way, you know, through the airport, it's Confederate flags flying. This niggas playing the banjo with straw hats on and everything. Real life, like 2020, 21, I think this was. You feel me? So yeah, I come out the bathroom. They're like, "Sir, we seen you rolling a blunt. We can smell the weed or whatever." You know what I mean? And they're like, "Can we get your ID?" I'm like, "Yes, you can get my big stepper. You know what I'm saying? International. You know what I mean? ID. Talking my little shit or whatever, right?" So you get the ID. They run it. You know what I mean? Only gotta get the little walkie-talkie on the joint. And I see the dude, looking at me like, because this is the thing. They was already in front of the door. They could have came in the bathroom and got me, right? But they knew everybody was watching, and they had to make a scene on the black man like they do. You feel me? So I figured they was waiting for me to come out so they can, wrestle me down.
Right.
But the airport, they know laws at the highest degree. Right, so I'm gonna give you some other stories where I dealt with police who did not know how to properly run the ID, and I was sitting there with them for like 2 hours. You know what I mean? Going back and forth. I tell you about why you have to go back and forth. You don't know how to properly instruct them on how to move. You know what I mean? But in the airport, they know, they deal with passports and shit on a regular basis, so they know the vibes. So on a passport card, this is the number, you know what I'm saying, that they run. It's the number on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? And it's an E up here for exam. You know what I mean? Everybody who go through my process get an E.
That's
You know
you?
what I'm saying? Yeah.
That don't look nothing like you.
I know, it's an old picture.
That don't look
man.
nothing like you.
Yeah.
They don't get you for that?
For what?
They not looking like
Right, because
I'll be like, hold on, motherfucker.
Right.
Stay your ass here.
It's the
You're not
laws.
fucking going nowhere.
You feel me? And when I in this picture, when I was in that mode, I was really in the computer mode, like at the crib, cracking these codes mode. I wasn't really in my bag mode. You know what I mean? I was trying to, crack this code. So back to what I was saying. My bad. I be all over the place.
It's okay.
So they came out the bathroom, and they like, you was rolling a blunt. Like, what are you doing, sir? And I told them that I was on the do not detain list. I gave them the card. They ran this number on the joint, and I seen him look at me like he had me. And I seen his face start to melt away, went pale and shit. And he's like, "Yeah, he's good. Do not detain." He's like, "What?" "Yeah, I said he's good. Do not detain. Do not detain." And he passed me my card back. They started walking away, and I went fucking crazy in there. That's when I pulled the phone out and was like, saying, "Look at all y'all. Look at all, cause white folks mad as hell. Like, you mad, you mad. Now, all y'all black folks, y'all know in a normal situation, my ass is being slammed down. You know what I'm saying? Done dirty. So get on this motherfucking do not detain list. You feel me? Put mad people on in the airport.
I bet
got
you
my
did.
shit and got on that airplane and flew away. You feel what I'm saying?
Got my shit, got on the airplane and flew
and
away.
they still let you get on the plane.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? And see when that happened, when I seen them niggas, it fucked me up. I'm like, damn, I thought I was just gonna get away with it, right? So then for them to know that they waited outside of the door and then had the interaction and walked away from me, I say, oh yeah, if this the case, oh it's on. Anything now. You know what I'm saying? And we've been turning up ever since.
Yeah. Shit. How long it take?
The same process it takes to get the passport.
Oh,
Just
you
like the
about to
normal
get on that
passport. You know what I'm
list.
saying? Process. The thing about it, like, I used to have to fill out mad paperwork. Be driving around with a packet of 30 different documents, you know what I mean? Moorish American, Hebrew documents and all that shit. And my ass was going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Now, I would, appeal my rulings all the way up to the Supreme Court, and then I would always get my cases dismissed. But I mean, that shit might take a year, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I would, you know what I mean? Go to court at the lowest level where they don't recognize constitutionality at all. You know what I'm saying? So even if you go to court using this method, they're gonna act like they don't know what the hell you're talking about because they don't recognize constitutionality at that level. You know what I'm saying? So this is really for dealing with the police so you don't have to go to court. You feel me? If you gotta go to court, you have to go up into like the third highest ranked court to even talk about constitutionality for them to even recognize your emotions.
And then dismiss it.
Yeah,
But that shit in the way.
But that shit in the way. That shit about my bread. And if you don't go through this process, I mean, niggas is fighting cases and spending $25,000, $30,000, $50,000 on lawyers. You know what I'm saying? And then the lawyers really work for the bar.
Yeah.
So you're paying somebody to bust your ass. I'm helping one of the homies fight a gun case right now. You know what I mean? And his lawyer is really working against him. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, you gotta fire that man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
for
that's
real.
Because they all know each other, the lawyers and the judges and everything.
they play golf together.
It's a system
Yeah.
to take
Where the hell
us
my
out.
phone at? Shit.
What?
I don't
The
know.
hell my goddamn phone at? Excuse me. I'm getting frustrated about it. And my lips dry. Can you get me something for my
Yeah,
lips?
because we did
God
look it
damn.
up at work. We read what some people were saying about it. So
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
they was like,
It was funny though.
It was.
I told her they sounded biased though. They were dogging
Yeah,
y'all.
because it was like these people crowd up the courtrooms, and then they said, what else did they say?
crowd-
They
crowd-
believe.
They
that
clog
they
up.
are-
They said they
they
clog up the courtrooms with their bullshit beliefs. They always
then-
get dismissed.
Right.
I mean, they always get. It
And
never
they
stands
belie-
in court,
they-
but just that's because he said it don't work in those courts.
But yeah, because they said they believe that they don't have to obey the law. That's what they said
Yeah.
as well.
Well,
hell?
again, you got regular law, and then you got common law. Shit.
Mute your phone, sir.
Yeah, all right. And shit.
Right.
No ringing in the class.
Because that doesn't apply in here.
These hoes
Those
don't
rules
have
look-
no, these hoes don't have no etiquette when it comes
His
to.
rules
They
don't
have
apply
zero
in
etiquette.
here.
Your
Hey, I was like,
fruit
can
mail.
I pay a smoking fee?
Nuh-uh.
I give you a
Look,
penny.
ain't no
no,
free,
those
ain't
rules
no,
don't
those
apply
rules.
here.
That's why I say your rules don't
Put your
apply
car
here.
up.
Ain't no free sovereign in
Don't
here.
be
No,
knowing this
no. Right.
Don't you start your shit.
I will say this. I was the person they was talking about.
You see my thing?
When they said, okay.
Yeah, the person was calling up the courtroom and, you know what I mean, getting smoked. I used to get smoked too by the judges in the system until I understood it. You know what I mean? And that's what I said. I was mixing, you know,
Thank you.
I was claiming to be everything but an American, and that's the power. You feel what I'm saying? They convinced us, you know what I'm saying, really through traditionalized thinking. The same reason why most black people still do Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of that, it's just because their mama did it and their mamas did it and their mamas did it. There's not really no understanding, right? So the reason why we put citizen is because our mama did it, their mama did it, their mama did it. You know what I'm saying? But when we actually get into the law and that understanding, we make, you know, different choices when we gain higher understanding.
Yeah.
So it's like, when I was going as a Hebrew Israelite, I was getting smacked. When I was going as a Moor, I was getting smacked. Now, what I want to say is that don't nobody know the law like the Moors. Nobody. They really did have a treaty back in the day, and them treaties stand. If you operate the right way, you can get lit in the Moor status. So I'm not knocking nothing. And as for the Hebrews, they really know the scripture at the highest level, and I think that it shows us how to conduct ourselves. You know what I mean? When we're stripped from our culture, our original way, we can go into old text, you know what I'm saying, to understand how to properly conduct ourselves outside of the system that was created, you know what I mean, for us. Because the system was created to, like, for us, for it to stand on top of us. You know what I mean? We can bring all the creativity, we bring all the hard work, and then they just bring the systems of legality and contract. It's even how they get more money than us. You know what I mean? We sell the biggest. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I just want to give them their shout outs. But when I realized that it's just about claiming your status as an American, you know what I'm saying? Right now, black people, we don't have no status other than just being black, and we read what that term kind of stands for. So all we gotta do is say, yo, I'm more than being black. You can still rock with that if you want to, but just say, yo, I'm an American. I'm a Virginian. You feel what I'm saying? Because of that, I got this constitutional stance, right? And you said about breaking the law. Well, as long as you're not harming nobody, then what law do we need to have? You know what I'm saying? If ain't nobody gonna come here, beat us up, try to stab us, try to rob us, try to rape us and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, well, I mean, what other law do we need other than two people? We come into agreement, we do our contract, and we move forward. You know what I mean? I mean, what laws do y'all think that we need other than that? I guess is my question.
I don't know. They just was going off of what the I don't want
I
to
know
call
what I'm
it
saying, but if
reviews,
y'all were to
but
think about that though, you know, just think about law. You know what I mean?
What
Other
law-
than common
yeah,
law,
you
What
said-
law is necessary?
Like, do y'all think? Okay, let me ask y'all this: do you think that it's necessary for y'all to have a driver's license?
No. I think if I can drive, let me drive.
All right. What about you? I mean, as adults now, right? So I got a child that's 17, learning how to drive. She in the car with her mama, learning how to drive just 3 days ago, crashed the car. I gotta go give her mama a band tomorrow for that. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, I don't think that she's safe on the road. So I think that she needs to prove herself and that she needs to get a driver's license. And maybe she can conduct herself on the road from 16 to 18 and then could give that back once
But
she proved that
driving come with experience because the driver's license don't mean shit.
Right, because some people with a driver's license can't
They
drive.
they don't drive you enough in the whip to determine if you qualify for that driver's license or not. They going off of your knowledge. What do you know
Can you
on
pass
this
the
paper?
test?
That's right.
But it's not your skill they
Right,
going off.
right.
That comes with experience. And so I said no, because if it wasn't a law, I'm sure every parent will make sure their child's straight before they purchase that car and put them in it.
And they're gonna put them in danger, right? You wanna make sure that your kid know how to drive.
Right,
before
right,
you put
right.
that car, 'cause you're not gonna
Exactly.
put them in danger.
Right.
But I think it should be stipulations on it. Like, for example, if I know that my child don't know science, then I'm going to feel like, okay, you need to go take this assessment.
Right.
Because, you don't know science and you need to take the assessment. So for your safety and other driver's safety.
It's only assessment if it's a law. If it's not a law, it's no assessment.
But
'cause
I'm
you don't
just
gotta go
saying,
through
I
no
feel like
paperwork.
it should be stipulations on that law. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you driving, but if I know that you don't know science, then I can sign you up for that. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I've been in driving class 100 times.
I took it.
I hate them shits.
I took it once.
I did it a couple
Shit.
times,
I hate
so-
them
I think it
shits.
was once, yeah.
Yeah,
And it
so
was all day.
Stupid for that shit.
So this is the thing about the driver's license, right? I got an A car in California, financed through Capital One, insured through Geico, and registered in the DMV with no driver's license. So if I can do all of those things without a driver's license, why would I get a driver's license? You know what I'm saying? I got the passport now. You know what I'm saying? Because see that now when I get pulled over, it says my name and do not detain. But if I had a license, or especially my Virginia driver's record, I probably got one of the worst driving records in all of Virginia. You know? Like when I was 16 years old, I got in a car accident, you know what I'm saying? They suspended my license, and then I just kept getting tickets and shit, and I just never got my license back. So like before I got on the do not detain list, and I got a ticket, I got pulled over, and I went to jail because I'm on a revoked license, not suspended but revoked. You know what I'm saying? So the judge said at that time, if I ever see you again, you're gonna get like 3 years for driving. It's trying to make a big deal.
That's what they
right?
told me.
So I done got pulled over. You know what I'm saying? I had to a little fender bender. You know what I'm saying?
So you
can't
can't
drive.
drive.
Right,
You
so
can't drive.
So you need a
You the one. That's why he said it. You the one gotta take the goddamn test.
Right.
He needs a driver's license.
Yes.
We talking about a fender bender at 16 years old, and then a fender bender 20 years later. So you can't really
And
say
shit in
all
between.
that.
Right.
When
Other
you need
shit
out
in
the shit in
between.
between.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
that we drive fast. We got things that we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So
That's no excuse.
You only need to drive
Right.
fast
You
if you
can't
can
whip.
drive.
Remember
Right.
that
They got
that
that
Miami
if
trip
you
when that shit was like,
Right.
and we was like, oh, we
Well,
you
I'm
gonna
insured though.
take us out?
You dig? So if I do bump into a couple people along the way, they gonna get what they need. You feel me?
Oh my god.
So what my point was, my driver license is revoked.
Hold on, sorry, but what kind of car you in so I know to leave after you leave?
Man, I just got here. I took an Uber. I didn't get to get
Oh,
it.
okay,
I
thank.
was
Okay,
living
good.
in
I'm glad.
California.
Good for you. Good.
And I knew I was gonna be, you know what I mean, getting a little tipsy, so
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
try to be responsible. 'Cause
Right.
that's the thing about
That's
it. You know what I'm
very-
saying? If you want to do another detain list, if I know I can't go to jail, as long as I don't harm nobody, I'm really critical of how I deal
Move,
with people.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like even in the streets and everything. You know what I mean? So it really, and that's one of the reasons why I push it to the homies, and I'm talking to some of the big people in, you know what I'm saying, Cali who, run organized scenarios and stuff, you feel me, and trying to get them to say like, yo, so many killings, you know what I mean? If we really knew that the only way that we would go to jail is by doing these things that we do to one another, it would have to make our mind say, yo, I'm gonna be more conscious. I know it affected me that way,
It's like a
so I wanted
rocket.
to affect the youth that way. They say, yo, we could really good time money, yo. We could really take care of our families, you know what I mean? Because I feel like the police is one of the biggest things standing in our way, black people way out here in society, for real. I mean, they don't stop crimes. They do the best they can to solve crimes after they happen. You know what I'm saying? And remember, man, back in the day, I took a piss behind a bush.
Yes. Yes, you
And fucking
did.
got, you know what I mean? Damn near got
Yes.
locked up behind
Yeah.
it, yo. Them
Yes.
all behind the bush.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just dumbass shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So most of the time when we get these charges, they be in the way, man. Now, if a dude kills somebody, you feel me, not defending something, you know what I mean, just on some murder shit, I believe he deserved to go to jail. But,
Yeah.
you know, these pedophiles, now they dicks cut off.
I feel like jail should only be
they-
for
they
pedophiles, rapists, serial killers, people who
Put them
kill
all in the
elderly
same-
and children.
Exactly, yo.
Yeah, I agree with you on
Exactly.
That's it.
I mean, niggas going to jail and getting traumatized.
Anything else,
yo.
you throwing us
You know
in
what I mean?
jail over jealousy because y'all mad y'all not getting that paper like we do.
Yeah. Show that. Show that. Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. I gotta process all of that.
Can y'all comment? If y'all tuning into our live, please comment.
This shit is real today.
Any questions you have for... Now, what's your name again?
Trey.
Yahmassiach.
What do you want us to call you?
Y'all can call me Trey. 'Cause that's what y'all
Okay,
know me
Trey,
as. Y'all can
okay.
be- y'all
I
can
know.
be-
I don't want to fuck
That's
up.
what
No,
we
I
talking
don't even want to fuck up this. No, I'm gonna call you.
Did you tell them what your name meant?
Yeah, that's
Nobody
what I
missed
wanted
it.
to know. What did it mean?
All right, so in the Hebrew culture, you know what I'm saying, they call the Most High, like the breath. Like, so when they said that, you know, he breathed breath into Adam, it's like he spoke his name. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's more like syllables than actual words. So they shorten into Yah. You know what I mean? So that's the first part. And then Mashiach is a Messiah. You know what I mean? And like when I first came into like my understanding, like I had a problem with the Jesus Christ theory. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, the scriptures say that we shouldn't make idols. You know what I mean? And we say in Jesus' name we pray.
That's all right.
Boom, that's idolization. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you just like scratched out whatever you just prayed for, you just threw it in the trash. Because
Right.
that's how I move off of honor and principle.
Right.
That's why I be outside the way I do. Because I feel like that's the closest thing to God. In the corporate world, it's a lot of deception, a lot of contracts, a lot of fine print. But outside, you held to your word, and accountability gonna be had.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
how God operates. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, when I first came into my consciousness, should I say, I had a problem with Jesus Christ. I felt like he took black people away from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So when I named myself, you know what I mean, it was Yah for the Most High's name, and then so through the Most High, we can all be the Messiah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not depending on Jesus Christ to save me. I'm being Jesus Christ, and I'm saving those around me. You feel what I'm saying? Jesus said that greater works than these shall you do, right? So that's another thing I want to talk about. I got a problem with the Immaculate Conception, man. That should be pissing me off, man. You know, I don't even know how I'm getting into this. We're talking about my name, right?
Right.
So yeah, boom.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's mad different ways that we say Jesus. I mean, God in the Bible. It's like hundreds of different translations, right? In the Bible. So when I'm talking about Jesus, I think that Jesus was a regular nigga, right? Because a black man like us, you feel me, who tapped into the frequency at such a degree, is he was able to do things that people looked at as miracles. You know what I'm saying? That's my inspiration. Like, I'm trying to tap into that degree where I'm doing some shit. And if you ask some of the homies, they be saying, yo, this nigga doing some cold shit, like discharging debt and shit. Like, you feel
That's
what I'm
good.
saying? Like, doing some cold shit. You feel me? Trying to perform miracles for my people, right? So I think that's what we all supposed to be doing, right? So, but if you hear the story of Jesus and you think about Immaculate Conception, where she was some virgin, so Joseph was obviously a get money nigga because he was older, right? And you know, he got him a virgin, a little young, fine joint, right? So we think about that. The Hebrews of the Bible back in the day, they us. They are our forefathers. So
Right.
what we think is the way that they think. You know
Right,
what I
right,
mean?
of course.
Right. So with me, as a get money nigga, so I had me a little fine, young virgin. I'd be damned if I ain't hitting it. You know what I'm saying? And if she come and holler at me and say, Jesus Christ, but some, you know what I'm saying, some fake sperm in me and I'm pregnant now, we gonna get into it.
Right, right.
Me, her, and God. We gonna
Right,
get into it.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
What?
So, when I believe that story just we just miss reading the information. So if you look
Yeah.
at the black man and the black woman as God,
Uh-huh.
the story lit then, right? So if you say that God busted in Mary, which is like a virgin woman, a virgin black woman is like, yo, that's high value pussy right there, right? So if you look at the black God being a black man, busted in a high value virgin pussy, and when they all their highest purpose, you know what I'm saying?
All
Say,
their
yo,
powers come together.
boom, and you can create Jesus Christ like individuals. You feel what I'm saying? So then now, when the homie is turning water into wine. You gotta tell he the homie because he partying
And
water
turn the
wine,
water to
boom,
wine.
he the
Bow.
vibe, right? So when he out here doing all of these
You
things,
should really write this down.
in righteousness,
He
right?
has to memorize.
Oh, you right. But you should really write it down for the real. I think they would love it.
You know, we got a couple
Oh my
things in
God.
the works, you know.
Good.
Oh, I'm gonna let y'all know too. My OG is gonna be fire hot at me for this
Wow.
interview. Cause I'm not supposed to be telling nobody this shit, man. These is the fucking keys.
But tell them
I
don't come
know.
looking for
That's
that.
why I wanted you to come and tell
Yeah,
people.
but
You know what
you
I'm
need
saying?
to-
I
yeah,
posted-
you
I
should write
posted
this
about
down.
this shit.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
And 3 of my OGs called me like, bro. You know what I'm saying? This do not change shit came from Mason niggas. They're like, bro, this is organized business. I won't even supposed to tell
So
your
you
crazy
define.
Are you
ass.
a Mason?
So you define.
Nah, I ain't
You
no Mason.
look, you define. You keep.
You have to
They
find
gotta
it.
keep getting on you about feet.
Yeah, because I feel like.
Did you
I
not
feel
just
like-
hear his Jesus Christ theory?
Yes, and I love it too.
You know he defined.
Because I just thought of the title for your book, Jesus is the homeboy. Jesus is the homie. Jesus is the homie. That's it right there. Jesus is the homie because I
Pour
mean.
one up for him.
So do you believe in God?
Absolutely.
Or
That's
do you?
the Most
'Cause-
High.
But he said
Yeah.
that he. So you said
No,
that
okay,
you.
okay, so the black man.
So
If
you
you
move
put
as
him
if
in
you
the
are.
right, if
black-
it
no,
was
the
you.
black
Yeah,
man
you move as
is God in this realm, right? He's the highest manifestation of God in this realm. You know what I'm saying? Well, not really. The black man, at his highest capacity, conceiving with the black woman at her highest capacity, and the immaculate conception that happens from that is the highest manifestation of God in this realm. You know what I'm saying? So we know from horrible stories of people getting raped, people getting set on fire, that God don't intervene.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a sad scenario, but like literally, he could be pouring gasoline over you right now, and you can pray to God. Oh, please God, and I like that match. And you're done. You're flamed up.
Yep.
That's how I go in this world.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? So we are the God. We're the intervention. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's necessary.
fact.
You feel what I'm saying? So when you look at that story and you look at when they said God had sex with Mary and they conceived Jesus, and if you know that there's a bunch of translations of God, so one of those could be Joseph. So just Joseph at his highest capacity. Because when the black man goes from being the black man, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, to being God body, I mean, come on, what's greater? When the
Yeah.
black woman goes from being bitches, right? Right? To God bodies.
So all y'all
It's-
bitches
it's
are God
over.
bodies. What level y'all on?
Don't start with me, okay?
Y'all still in the
What's
bitches?
in the middle?
Because
What's
they
in the
told me
middle?
they don't like the word queen. So what y'all?
I can't stand that.
So y'all.
Because
We got
word
the bitches.
agitates- that
right
word
here. They ain't got
agitates
to
my-
their higher power yet.
So have you, Queen?
Yes.
You a goddamn
Damn
lie.
Listen. There's.
Don't bitch me no
All right,
more.
so I'm
Bitch.
gonna get back to Jesus because I want to finish that. Don't let me lose that. But I want to talk about what we just right there. See, there ain't no just God body, and there ain't no just niggas and bitches. You feel me? We should all be trying to be the all, right? So if I asked you if you want to be plus 10 or negative 10, which one would y'all say?
Negative. I don't like people.
Okay.
Less.
Me too.
Less
I'm
is
plus 10.
blessed.
So
No, I'm playing.
First of all, that's a trick question.
No,
right?
I'm playing.
So if anytime anybody gives you an option like that, they in control. You know what I'm saying? They done paid attention, they gave you the narrative. So either way, they gonna get the answer that they want when they give it to you like
Yeah,
that, first of all.
'cause they gave
that
you
was-
an either or,
So that was
right?
a trick question, first of all, right? But, you know what I mean? The trick in it is that you don't want to be either things. You want to be 0 point, right? 'Cause that's where God exists in 0. All numbers spring out of 0, right?
Right.
So if someone was to come in here and try to threaten us, I would need to go to negative 10 to defend us, right? If my daughter was to come in here, I need to go positive 10 to love her. You feel me? But I need to exist in my life at 0 point so that I can scale,
It's a balance.
you know what I'm saying, as I need to.
What's that
You know what I'm
I
saying?
thing
just
in
said
math?
what's in the middle.
Where you put 0 in the middle, you put the negative 10 down here, you put the positive 10.
I don't
That's what he was talking about.
Oh, I lost it.
That in math, she know what I'm talking about, right? Where you got to
just-
graph it.
I know what
0
you're
is
talking
in the
about.
middle. It's a balance. 0 is the balance that you need.
Are you talking about the
Cause y'all be
circumference?
off balance. I be
Who?
noticing that. Y'all be
You've been
like
off balance
kinda
all
negative.
day.
No.
You've been on balance all day.
Y'all be
But
like, oh, yeah.
I can have some days
I'm
where,
in a 0
where I
every
am
day.
off balance, but then I have days that's gonna balance it
0
out.
every day.
No,
It's
you're
like,
not.
nah,
no,
we
you're
all know. We all have our
Good
days.
and bad days.
Well,
That's
we are
what's gonna
not
balance me
balanced.
out.
Y'all
Yeah.
more
Gonna make
negative
me.
tens than.
No.
Am I lying, LeVon?
I think we balance.
Well, I'm rough around the
I'm the
edges.
light,
That may be a
baby.
-10,
You know what I
but
like
when
about
that
y'all?
positive hit, baby,
I am the light.
I'm
When do the
there.
positive
Who the
hit?
light in the group? Rhonda, who the light in the group?
Me.
There are times.
Thank
I
you.
know you lying.
Thank
No,
you.
it
When you
It
need
is.
someone. How?
Speaking of Sarah,
Cause she
get your pose on, baby. God damn.
Yes.
appreciate a little
Throw
drip.
fast.
Thank you.
Throw
Feel
back.
me?
Thank you.
Go
I
back.
love that.
You said Tara's the light. I'm not the
I
light.
don't even want to entertain
How?
that
How am I
conversation.
not the light?
Sarah is
Thank you,
the
Lamar.
light.
Thank you.
How is she the light?
Cause she balances
Who?
both.
So what's
Balance
Me.
what?
Yeah.
Are you talking about career or life?
Life.
Just life. She.
No, she's not.
Yes, I am.
Bro, I
You gotta
don't-
think, I'm
Y'all are being very negative 10 right now.
I'm always the same. Like
You're
what you see is
negative
what you know, I'm
8.
not negative. I'm a great fucking person.
No, you are.
I'm the light.
Like honestly, like I'm a great person. Like
From the outside looking in, Tara is.
we ain't talking about the outside. We talking about the real.
But no, but I'm on the outside.
That is the
Y'all
real.
can't
So I asked the
say
wrong
that
person.
Oh, Paulette.
I'm gonna ask somebody else. Somebody else. Somebody else.
I think everybody has their
Cause
own.
see, I don't fuck with
characteristics
them.
that balance
Do you?
them out.
What?
But
I don't fuck with
am
them.
Oh, I
always
fuck
the
with
same.
Lil Ron. I fuck with Lil Ron. Yeah.
No, y'all all have your days, but overall.
This tastes like black jelly.
What I
Are
like
you
about
complaining?
y'all
It's
is
a
there's
bullet.
3 of y'all. You know, that's the foundation of a solid foundation. I mean, you gotta have 3 legs to hold up a table. You know what I mean? So it's 3 of y'all. That's good. Triangular balance. And then y'all all got different personalities, but similar perspectives. You know
Yep.
what I mean? And I think that's a real good combination. For
That is a
podcast,
perfect
you know?
combination.
Thank you.
For
Y'all-
friendship.
Y'all pretty as hell too, and that works.
Thank you.
Thank
Sure.
you. Thank
We
you.
love compliments.
Oh yeah, well I got a bunch of them for y'all. there.
Thank you.
So I want to ask the question, and I don't,
Yamashimi.
it's about.
Yahmassiach.
Yahmassiach. I'm
Yeah.
trying. I don't want to say
So
You know,
is it-
that-
Trey.
you know, it's about, for me when I changed my name, it was about power.
I want to change
vibration.
mine. I hate
Yeah.
Sherry.
So let
That's
me
so
ask you a
white.
question.
Vibration.
But
Sherry
when
is
you,
white.
when you do
Doing
the
the
paperwork and
bumpers.
everything, do you
Nah.
have to change your name or you keep over? How
Nah,
you
nah,
do
nah,
it?
that
want
was a
something
personal
like Queen
thing.
Latifah.
Nah, well, when I thought it was a part
Queen
of the
Latifah.
process.
So is it always gonna start with like a why? Because I'm a breath person. I'm a breathalyzer, like a human breathalyzer. So when they say that why, like I don't want to smell their breath and all that, certain people.
Yeah, I'm a
So can it start with another
Shit, let
letter?
me get a piece of gum.
No, I ain't talking about you.
I
I'm
don't
not
even
talking
got
about you,
none.
but like, does it have to? Can you pick your own name?
No,
Yeah.
of course, all of this thing is separate. I want everybody to know. And that's why I made the point about, my path before and my name change.
Right.
And different things because I was going through a path of understanding.
Right.
But you could literally, everybody who's on the Do Not Entertain list now, they're just regular people. They're not, you don't have nothing to do. You don't even got to believe in God. I hope you do, but you don't even got to believe in God. It's got
But-
nothing to do with name, religion, nothing.
Let me tell you
Nothing to do
this.
with you being American.
I started reading this book by Queen of Food called Sacred Woman, right? And I thought I was ready to take that journey. I had to put the book down until I'm ready. It's very interesting, but it is it's a lot.
What is it?
Discipline.
Yeah.
It is so much discipline.
Accountability,
Discipline for the mind. Like it's levels. It's so many different levels. But every woman says that it's just so much. I got to like chapter 2 and I was like, nah, you still
Chapter 2.
you still in the
saying.
streets.
But the thing about it,
You
though-
said what? You
hold on,
said
hold on.
I'm still in the
negative
streets.
10.
That's the thing. This
No, I'm
the
still in the
This
streets.
the biggest thing, though. I'm outside. Like if you know me, you know I'm outside for real. I'm out here stepping.
But you
right?
disciplined.
So that's what I'm saying, right? They one and the same, and God's law and the way that God operates is outside. It's outside all that corporate shit. So what I'm saying is, Jesus Christ, was out here stepping outside, pouring out wine. You know what I mean? Having women rub his
Yeah,
feet.
so he was
You feel me?
still
a
still
player.
was in the streets.
Yeah.
Oh my God. he
That
was
made
a
me
player?
feel better,
Let me
but
tell you, let me
because
tell
when I
y'all.
read it made me
was
feel
a player.
like.
He was a polygamist.
But
I'm
see, it
sorry.
made
Don't,
me
please
feel
don't
like.
start the police.
Let's
Please
go.
don't
Let's
start.
No, yeah, let's go there.
there.
I got something I want to say because he remind. I don't know why I keep
I want
laughing,
me
but
some
he
food
reminds
shit.
me of like my
That's all
dad.
up.
I'm hungry
Because-
as hell.
What
We
Some
can't eat up
pizza.
here.
Yes,
So
we
that's
can.
No, look, let me tell you.
Yum,
You remind
yum,
me
yum.
of my dad because
That's
it's
my-
like, you say you step in there, you still have your, like my dad, okay, he was like a minister before he tried the church thing. So,
We all go through
but
our,
my dad was still a street nigga, he was out there. So when he used to get up and preach, they used to be like, yeah, because he a gangster for the Lord. So me and my sisters used to laugh, but I'm listening to you saying, like, you stepping and all that, you still outside. This shit
It remind you of
I'm
him.
with niggas who say they stepping, right? Just because you willing to pull out a gun and kill another black man, don't make you a fucking stepper, my nigga.
Absolutely not.
You feel what I'm saying? You ain't out here
Absolutely
handling your
not.
business, you feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
You not.
Illegal.
Because if you was, you wouldn't do it.
Hold on. So before you can step, you gotta stand. Mm-hmm. Right? So if you don't stand for something, then you ain't stepping, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're really just destroying your community, and we're gonna get into it.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's
So,
100%
that's the thing about
fact.
it. That's why I came up with the brand Steppers Only. You know, I'm trying to reshape the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas want to be gangsters, but niggas need to be thorough.
That's a fact.
When you
They don't. This generation
They
don't
don't
know
know the difference.
thorough.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
never heard the word thorough. This
They
is
don't
the
know the
first time
difference.
they probably ever heard thorough if they
Right.
watching this show.
We
They
not
never
gangsters,
heard
be
the word
bro.
thorough.
But you could be
And
an
it's a
accountant
difference.
and be thorough.
Thorough.
You feel what I'm saying?
That
You
means
could be
you
a
solid.
hitman and be thorough.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Either way, however you want to look at it, but you on top of your business, you handling your shit.
It's
we are adults now.
exactly,
then
and
if
you
you're
stand
not
on
an adult-
principles.
Right, right. That's the first thing.
You solid.
Character,
That's the
principle,
first.
First thing, right?
The first.
So Steppers is an acronym, you know what I mean, for support, trust, empowerment, power, purpose, authority, and strength, right? So if you support your brother, you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have the strength you need and everything else in between. You
That's
feel
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a fact.
That's
So
dope.
that's what being a steppers is, and steppers only. If you ain't willing to stand for something, you know what I'm saying? If you want to run around and be one of them niggas, so I want to get on Do Not Tailor so I can, you're going to fuck up and you're going to go to jail, and we happy about that.
That's a fact. But the
You know what I'm
reason
saying?
why I'm so good is because I have my friends and family support. That's why I'm so
That's what I
straight.
love about y'all. Like, y'all know that y'all friends for a man.
So straight.
long.
Like,
You know
so
what I'm saying?
straight.
And that says something about y'all character.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
of
People
course.
Who don't have nobody from back in the day that love them, you got to look at them like,
You,
my
but
nigga,
what's
what
wrong
you
with
doing?
you?
Yeah, I say
What's
that a
wrong
lot
with
now.
you?
What's wrong
I
with
say
them
that shit
now?
a lot.
You wanna
Like,
stay
yo,
around
what's
good
wrong with
people.
you? Yeah, like, why you just snooping over here? Like, what's wrong?
Kurt says nothing wrong with polygamy. Kurt,
Let's go, Kurt. My boy.
That's my brother. I'm so glad he tuning in. But let me tell you, I be seeing bitches with multiple niggas. I be like, that whore.
Hey, yo.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Have you
That
seen
fucking
Derek
whore.
Grace? Derek Grace got a joint that he be posting. Y'all know who Derek Grace is?
Yeah, yeah, with the dreads, him and his old lady with the gold chains and the
Oh, yeah, I know.
I love them.
They good.
I love
But
them.
they post this other girl with dreads who got 3 husbands. And I'm like, yo, this shit gotta be scripted because the shorty is so whack. Like, she ain't got no body, really no face, like, no nothing. She'll say nothing interesting. I'm like, so she make the nigga she with look gay. I'm like, these niggas fag. Excuse me. I'm working on that. No,
We old school though.
that's part of your negative 10.
But we old school, but that's your negative 10.
They
Yeah.
don't play that word no more. They do not look.
And I used to not give a fuck. You feel me? Honestly, but
We know you don't.
You know,
No,
behind
no,
closed
no,
doors,
no, no, no,
I
no.
usually like white people to use niggers.
Right.
Okay?
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I got a heart for homosexuals from the standpoint of this, yo. I really believe that nobody born that way. So if you walk around as a homosexual, then you traumatized. And I'm sorry about the
Shit.
molestation, the rape.
I
You
know
went
some
through it.
people. I know some
So you
motherfuckers
never
born
seen a
like that.
kid and been like, that
That
motherfucker
I
gonna be
have,
gay.
I have
nigga-
called
listen,
it a
listen,
couple
listen.
times.
He may be a feminine-based man, right? So he may, on the polarity scale, he may be more on the feminine side than the negative side, but he not gay because I don't feel like. Okay, all right. This is what I say. God do make mistakes, right? So babies come out
With
retarded,
two
right?
sex and with
right,
two
and stuff
sexes.
like that, right? But that's how. If you're gonna say that they born that good way, you gotta compare them to that. Only because it go against logic and nature. You feel me?
No.
Yes, a man having sex and a man's butt ain't making no babies.
No,
So-
but
so what I'm
nature
saying
with a
is-
woman body.
That same thing.
Nature with a woman body with a sperm and egg. No, but no, not two women. No, not two women.
Y'all ever seen the porno? See two women?
No, not two
Do that
women,
clip,
but
it's crazy.
what I'm saying,
But
the
it ain't
reason
making no
why you
babies.
have gay kids that's born gay, I know you have kids born gay. I've seen it.
Me too.
Okay?
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, and that's because the genetics in that form of nature, that is possible where a child could have more of chromosomes.
Okay.
He can possess both chromosomes,
Okay.
and one of them is more feminine.
And I'm with
and
it.
that will make him be born gay. That's why you see him coming out like
And
that.
if that's the case,
That's a gay born.
okay. But if that's the case,
Yeah.
we gotta look at him the same way as the autistic child or something like that.
No,
To
I
me,
don't think so.
For real. I mean, listen, man.
I get what you're saying.
It
Like
don't
you
make
said,
no sense to logic in nature. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, you born with
You born
a
autistic.
defect.
disability.
Like you got a mental defect.
Yes,
So what
and
I'm
that's
saying
the
is-
extra chromosomes.
what I'm saying,
But so that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
He's saying
yeah,
you gotta
that's what he
classify
said.
them as like a
But so
disability.
you, but he's saying
But
you
so-
saying
you
that you
can,
never
but
seen
they
a
not.
child that was.
When I seen a child that was super feminine, and I think that people,
Yeah, I can
because of those
classify that as a
because
dis- I can
because of
see
those
that.
characteristics, people support it. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
feel me? They push him out. Like, so since he's always been that twitchy ass little homie, it's like, oh well, let him wear the Daisy Dukes thing. Well, you know, we'll see how you look in this. You know what I mean? Oh, he look cute in
They
this
want you to
skirt.
be yourself.
You feel me? Yeah, I mean, I guess. You know, hey, listen.
You're
I don't
very
even
animated.
wanna
Have
get
you
into
ever
that.
tried acting?
Hey, you know I haven't though, right? But listen, the one thing about
He
acting
funny as hell.
is that you never too motherfucking old. You could be 60 years old and say, I'm
Yeah.
going to acting bad.
Yeah, because they're going to
Yeah,
need you
that's
for
facts.
something.
Yeah.
Facts.
They're going to
You
need
should
you
try
in something.
It's giving me old pimp vibes. I think that's
He
like
funny as hell.
That's what give me.
No, but Derek Grace and his old lady, she
Honestly,
always
though.
be talking about other women coming in the bedroom and
But see, that's
we ain't
that's my
seen it,
issue.
though. Pull up, if Derek Grace stepping. That's a
Yeah,
stepper. That
yeah,
nigga ain't
he a
fucking
stepper.
playing, you feel me?
he,
So I'm saying, go ahead,
his
go
kids
ahead,
motherfucking
go ahead.
steppers.
Come on
Shit,
now.
the kids is young
I'm saying?
steppers. Man, y'all
I
don't
get-
follow
for sure that.
him.
Y'all better get
I know who
on
you're talking about.
Man,
Yeah.
he that nigga.
But this is my issue with polygamy. It's always based around the sexual aspect of it.
In
Like
y'all mind, that for me,
no,
I swear
no,
to
and
God.
when
I'm-
guys post
I'm-
polygamy,
listen,
all they
I'm
post
so-
is
listen, I
Yeah,
came
they
here.
doing
it's
it
all
for the
it's all
wrong reason.
sexualized.
What
It's
you
never
got going?
posted.
They not even this type of person. They
Yeah.
just regular
They just
people.
looking at it like I'm gonna have
I knew
sex
y'all
with two
gonna
women
do
at
that.
one time.
What we had on time?
Listen, all right, so look. A player gonna play. So let me just say that.
I just said
So this
Motherfucker dripping
I
pimp
just
juice
said
on
that.
my couch.
is what I mean by that, right? So a player gonna play, and just like y'all say pimps and all of that, right? They already walking around with 3-4 joints, right? So it ain't even necessary. And a player ass nigga, matter of fact, let me scratch that. Let me ask y'all a question. And we want to get into some real shit right now.
It's exclusive. We always say
Right.
bullshit.
Tell me how long or when the last time y'all had a relationship in y'all past. I ain't trying to get y'all to talk about what y'all got going on right now, but in y'all past, how many faithful relationships have y'all had from niggas in y'all past? Where y'all feel like, cause we don't know what people do until we bust them, but where y'all feel like this nigga was 100% faithful and you ain't really had anything to worry about. You thought y'all was locked in and it was all good. You feel me? And if y'all say y'all have that nigga, then my question is, why you ain't with him right now? Unless you are. But we ain't talk about your nigga you with now. You feel what I'm saying? So that's that thing. How many people? You got men, multiple men that you felt like was 100% faithful to you? You? I know it's no already. That's why I asked the question.
I'm the
But
bad
let
guy.
me say this. This
First of all,
no,
I'm
but
the
this
bad
is the
guy.
issue. This
and
is
I
the
did
issue.
have one.
Oh God.
And you did it dirty. So that's even more of a reason. That's even more of my
But this
point.
is my issue. Y'all got this polygamy in niggas' head. Y'all got niggas working at Radio Shack thinking they should have multiple bitches. Why, sir? You can't be.
Nah, fuck that. Y'all got niggas like D-Ray Davis thinking he's supposed to be
gotta be
able
able to
Wait,
afford all those
Ugh.
things.
Wait,
I'm
hold on
confused.
now. You feel me? We don't know what D-Ray Davis is or is not doing, right? We do know that he's on motherfucking Snowfall, so he getting the current check, right?
I'm
Right?
just
But what
saying, he is not worth it.
But what I'm saying is, this nigga could be running for crazy bag. He could be fixing their credit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Getting their
care.
situation together. Putting
I fix my shit. I do that shit by myself.
Credit repair, motherfucker.
That's for
So
me.
what about
it's
the
a
nigga at
recipe
Burger
for
King thinking he
disaster.
supposed to have multiple bitches?
It's a recipe for disaster
first of all,
because
you
I'm a
ask the
Scorpio.
last
That's a no.
2 to 3 women in my life. When you become my joint, you don't work no job. You can't call yourself my girl and work no job.
That's because you want control. I'll be
Wait,
like,
hold
whoop
on,
your
wait,
ass.
You
It went
asked
to
us about
work.
our personal life, right?
What?
Right?
What?
You asked us about our personal life, and when was the last time? So let me ask you, because you know I know.
No, you didn't answer though. Answer my question first.
What?
Dude, how many niggas have y'all had that was 100% faithful to y'all?
I don't think
I
I
can't never say if a nigga was 100% faithful because I don't know what a motherfucker was
I
doing.
had 100% faithful.
But you was a dog, so it don't matter.
I did.
So the bottom
I
line
didn't
is,
mean
I had, okay, so let me answer.
Before you
I
say
had,
that-
okay, go ahead.
No, you answer. You gonna answer that question.
I had two that I felt like, I'm not going to say they were because I don't fucking know, but I felt like were 100% faithful. Now, we're not together because it was other areas that they lacked in that I wasn't willing to deal with.
Oh, so them niggas, ain't none of them niggas leave you, huh?
No.
Nah,
No.
don't no nigga
No.
leave me. I ain't never been left.
I ain't no.
I ain't
Hell
never
no.
been left either.
I ain't
No.
never been.
Never.
I wish a
All my
nigga
niggas coming
would.
back. If they leave,
I
they coming right back.
never been
Facts.
left.
Facts.
They leave, they coming back, so that means they ain't
I
left.
ain't
That
never
means
been
they ain't
left.
left. They
I've
come back,
never.
they ain't left.
Right.
Smoking dope.
But
So
Speaking of smoking dope, can we just shout out Pusha T's album one time?
Yeah, shout out to my brother.
shout out that
Yeah.
shit. That shit is
so
fire.
man.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
first
he
song
did
of that
good.
shit,
He
man,
did
I listen to
real
that shit every
good.
morning and wake me up, man.
Motivation.
Don't try to deflect from what I'm about to
Alright,
ask you.
go
'Cause
ahead.
so, you all about polygamy, right? So,
Man, I used to be.
so you not no more?
That shit hard, man.
Okay. Now what
I'll
happened?
tell you,
So what
honestly-
happened?
Honestly, man, the joints make it so hard for a nigga for real.
why?
Why?
It's not always
Because-
cracked up to be, huh?
Nah, not for real because like
Grass ain't green on
Bit
that.
off more than you can
It's
chew.
turf.
Let me bit off more than he can chew.
I'm about to keep it a buck though.
Shit.
I'm about to keep it a buck though, right? I asked y'all a question about niggas cheating because I already knew the answer because I know niggas, right? So what I'm saying is, if niggas is doing their thing and fucking on marriage and doing all shit anyway, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, why do y'all even stand against polygamy? It's like y'all be like, what I'm saying is, most women is in their 30s, unmarried, multiple babies, all this other shit. It's not working out the way you think it is, and most of the time y'all leaving niggas because they cheating, right? And I understand. But it shouldn't be the sex that's the problem, because niggas is fucking on other bitches anyway. On every I have never come across a black woman who I had a real engaging conversation with who said, yes, I got a nigga who locked down forever, but he never cheated on me, whatever. And if she did say it, right, either we weren't engaged where I couldn't really crack her because she just answered it because that's the answer to say, right? Or I'm like, show me that nigga picture. And I'm like, I see why. You feel me? Because nobody want to fuck this nigga anyway.
A lot of
You
y'all
know what I'm
niggas
saying?
can't. a lot
So
of
why
y'all
is it
niggas
not
can't
working out
afford
then?
to
So
cheat.
why? That's what I just
Can't
said.
afford multiple bitches, and whether it's money or whether it's time,
And then let's say
whether
that-
it's
Right.
motherfucking
I
conversation. A
agree.
lot of y'all
But let me say
niggas
this too,
cannot
though.
afford more
this
than
the
one
problem.
bitch.
But that statement is really the problem in the community, right? These two statements, what you said. One about the over-sexualization, right? But our people are over-sexualized anyway. So we need to address over-sexualization in the black community before we talk about polygamy being about sex. Because our women are about sex. We can go through Instagram right now and half of the women half naked shaking their ass. So over-sexualization anyway. And what I'm saying is if you out here on Instagram, and all of y'all are act like good women out here. You feel what I'm saying? I checked before so I could see if I need to smoke y'all or not. But y'all, but what I'm saying is, when you out here shaking your ass all over your pictures anyway, like you can't even have no opinion about the conversation, shorty.
Right.
You over-sexualizing your whole display.
That's a
You know what
fact,
I'm
though.
saying?
Right.
So we only talking about people of a certain standard. If we're
Right.
talking about polygamy anyway,
Right.
So the Burger King example, any of that, should not be in the conversation,
'Cause
right?
it's a certain standard.
But listen though, I will say that in my interaction amongst men, right, I get a lot of respect. You feel me? I realize the value I bring and I receive what comes from that, right? And my point about that is, I cracked my point, man.
That happens to me all the time.
Yo, 'cause I'm so into it. I done lost my whole
Yeah, because
shit.
we're over our
That's
time.
alright, bummer.
We over our
So
time.
let me just say. So
Right.
I got one question before we go. So
We're over our time.
Have all
We're
your
not gonna
females
cut him
been
short
faithful?
for you.
No, I just want to know.
No.
Because he
Hell
asked
no.
us that question.
They
you
dog
ever had
his
one
ass.
that was
They ain't
faithful?
loyal.
They be dogging you, don't they?
But no, we gonna.
But they ain't
no,
with
no,
your shit.
No. It ain't not even about
They
that.
be
The
like, I
big-
already know he got 5 bitches, I'm gonna go.
The biggest problem with the polygamy, yo, is really like, is outside world. Is how people look at the shit, right? So I can deal with it in my private accord. But if I
When you
ever
go
try to
outside.
like move in the public capacity, then you at one feeling embarrassed about this other, little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, players gonna play, niggas gonna do what they gonna do anyway, and women gonna deal with it or they ain't. That's already what we dealing with. So all I'm saying is a woman should want a lion over a liar. You feel what I'm saying? So the fact that a nigga ain't lying to you, and he's like, you know what I'm saying, being a lion in his, like, here's what it is how I'm moving, and give you an opportunity to make a decision, we should respect that. And I want to say one last thing, I'm about freedom of all people. So if you want to have an open relationship, if that's the type of time you own as a woman, that comes with certain things as well. But I can respect it all, because I want everybody to be free. Niggas get into relationships and get balls
I
and
like
chains.
open relationships.
They get balls and chains, yo. You go from wanting to be an adult, and you turn 21,
It comes
and you
to
never
job.
get the freedom because you was in a relationship, and then you got a ball and chain. You was never free. You was a
Yeah.
child, then you became an adult, you was in a relationship, and you never experienced freedom because you got somebody else dictating your life.
Yeah.
You should be able to dictate your own life, your own decisions, and if you fuck with me, then come fuck with the vibe. We don't need all that title, all the bullshit that keep us divided.
I mean, I'm sure I've been in a bunch of polygamy relationships, but I just, it's on my own time. You hang out with them when you hang out with them, and we hang out together, when we together. But, I do it. We all do it, but we're not, we're not going to.
Right. Well,
We're not gonna do it together.
Love is law. Love is law, and family
Somebody
is
be done
business.
got fucked up.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I mean, okay,
Damn.
all right. So you heard him. Choose your lion. So I mean,
Yeah, you niggas need to stop
Give me a
lying.
liar.
The biggest
Give
problem-
me somebody to say, give me a liar.
Be a man, bro. Don't be a liar. Be a lion.
okay. So
I'm
where,
still a bitch. Give me a dog.
if y'all just tuning in, he gonna give y'all his Instagram where y'all can hear him raw on here. 'Cause he's lying.
Yahmassiach.
Okay, but tell them where they can follow you. Tell them where they can follow you and how they can
And
get
how
your
they
package.
Yahmassiach, YAHMASSIACH on Instagram. I might be changing that soon, so because I'm giving away my first name to everybody. So follow me now while you got the chance, and then shoot me a DM, and I'm gonna shoot you with a consulting fee.
That's right.
All right, and if y'all want my first name, I'll give you my cash app. Thank you.
And if you want my name and my number,
Goodbye.
All right,
give you
thank
my
y'all for tuning in.
OnlyFans.
We'll see y'all next week.
Peace and love.
Oh, like, comment, subscribe.
OnlyFans coming
Sure,
soon.
like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah,
Feet
look,
only.
I'm not done.
Feet
OnlyFans coming soon with pretty exclusive content, and we're gonna have something special. We'll talk about that later.
I love it.
Also, make sure y'all go to our YouTube page, like, comment, and subscribe our latest video and the rest of them that y'all did not follow the instructions. Also, we on Spotify, we on Twitch, and we gonna be on Apple soon. I'll let y'all know. Coming up soon, we're gonna be on Apple Podcasts, the podcast. Also, thank
Shout
you
out
for
to
tuning
Kia.
in.
She graduated Saturday, y'all. Draco
Oh,
graduated
so we
Time
got
to
a couple
graduate.
graduates this weekend. We have Kia and we have Tyzilla. We have Draco, new Draco, and Tyzilla are graduating this weekend. And also, nephew is going to the senior prom.
Yes, my baby boy.
So-
Well, my boy is going to the prom. He's
We
a
might
senior.
put a little personal, pretty exclusive content up this weekend. Just stay tuned to see.
All right.
Keep
Yeah, I'm that
refreshing
old.
your button.
We got the bags.
Special shout out to Ferg and Rhonda and Trill. She did my nails. Bitch, I've been pointing all day. And it's a wrap.
Yes.
Have a good one.